Hey everyone and welcome. Before we get into this video, I'd like to explain it is a couple of days late, but I've been having a few problems with my tech, but it is still relevant and pertinent, so have a listen.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. As you may be aware, the local elections for councillors and councillors was yesterday, and the results are starting to trickle in now. And the media are trying to big up the fact that Labour have had slim success as a massive victory. But let me tell you, it's not a massive victory. In fact, it's pretty much a very, very telling victory. Now, as you're probably aware, local elections are pretty much a very low turnout event anyway, and this was no different. And the results are these. While we have a look at the results, this is Labour congratulating themselves and giving them circle wanks over very, very slim victories, in my honest opinion, and very, very telling results also. While I play this though, we'll go over the results. So the English councils, Labour managed to get 37, which is an increase of 3. Now the 3 were Wandsworth, Westminster and Barnet, which are all London boroughs. So the only gains they've really gained are in London. It's very telling that, isn't it? And it's all the champagne socialist areas. So it proves, in my honest opinion, that Labour represent money and don't represent the workers anymore. Am I wrong on that? Now the Conservatives, they got 19, which is a drop of 6. Liberal Democrats got a rise to 4, which is a rise of 1. But the biggest thing, in my honest opinion, was that most of the red wall, i.e. the North, still haven't gone back to Labour, even though the Tories have done a piss poor job, haven't they, for the last few years? More than the last few years. Pretty much reneged on every single manifesto promise and policy promise so far. Am I wrong on that? Now, even as a protest vote, even with a protest vote and people being extremely miffed with the Tories, they've only managed to make three council changes. And that's not all. I mean, they've managed to get a few councillors. So we got Labour have got 1,200 councillors, which is a plus of 33. Conservatives have lost 120, going down to 544. And Liberal Democrats have gained 58, going to 261. Greens 39 and have gained 23, and other have gained 6. So there are a few protest votes, in my opinion, and votes where they're just not going to vote Labour or Conservative ever again, in my honest opinion. Let me know what you think though. I'd like to know your opinion on this. The media are trying to claim that this is a massive victory. It's not a massive victory in the slightest. It's a tiny victory when you consider how much trouble the Tories have allowed this country to get into over the last 4 or 5 years. You would think that Labour would do a lot better than that. So they're claiming that it was a victory. Have a listen to what Keir Starmer says.
Brilliant to see you on a brilliant morning. More to come as the day goes on. Massive thanks. Let's hear it for Barnet. Let's hear it for Labour.
Have you done enough outside London?
Your leadership brought us this, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Keir.
Keir, you're live on Good Morning Britain. Have you benefited from Boris Johnson's problems here?
We have turned a massive corner of the Labour Party here. We're winning in London, we're winning north and south, we've won in Cumberland, we've won in Southampton, we've got more results to come. This is a big turning point for us.
Outside London is in the capital. Have you done enough?
Thank you to all of you for everything that you have done. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so
much. You're live on BBC Breakfast. Quick question. Have you done enough outside London?
This is a massive turning point for the Labour Party. From the depths of 2019, we're back on track now for the general election, showing what the change that we've done, the hard change we've done in the last 2 years, what a difference it has made. And, Cumberland, very important win last night in key constituencies for the next general election. Same in Southampton. Many more results to come today. But I just want to thank our brilliant team.
No, Keir, you absolute fraggle. This isn't a victory as you are trying to laud. Let's not forget, everyone, this man backed pretty much everything that Bozo did over the Lurgy. Backed it to the extent of agreeing with everything, but wanting it just that little bit harder and just that little bit quicker than the Tories wanted to do. So he's been no different for the last 3 years than the Tories. Yet he thinks that all of a sudden they've done something different. Can anyone think of anything different that these Fraggles and these London-centric fools have done in the last 3 years. No, neither can I. See what I mean? To them, it's a victory because they're managing to get a little bit more of London. The rest of the country obviously don't matter to Labour anymore because there's very little in regards to lauding themselves, is there? Let me know what you think, though. I'd like to know your opinion. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Like, share, stay sane. See you on the next one.